Hello YouTube, I just wanted to make a quick video on the BookBook Rutledge Edition iPad mini case. First I'll show you the one that I've had, this black edition. I've had this for over a year now. It has served me well. Very few surface marks that you can see. This already came like this because it was designed to look rustic and like an old book. This one I've had drinks spill all over it, water spill all over it, and no stains, no problems whatsoever with the finish. There is also the brown one that is not as smooth looking. You can easily quickly tell it's not as smooth looking as the black one. The finish is also different. It feels a little rougher. On top of that, this one, every single scratch is very easily noticeable. You can see I'm doing that with my finger, and you can quickly see that. Now it does go away after some time, but stains do not come out of this so well. I've had experience with this because I had the iPhone 4 case in this material, and stains like never really left. So yeah, you can see the differences, and this one's already stained a little bit. Now the brand new one that was just released, the Rutledge Edition, completely different than any of those. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a different finish. It's very nice looking. It doesn't even feel like leather. It feels like cardboard with a nice finish to it, but it is a design case. So one thing I noticed right out of the box when I got it was this. It does not clearly show as it does with this one and the brown one. I'm not sure if they just rushed the quality or not, but I'm not too thrilled about that being rubbed off and not visible easily. But there they are, all three of them, so you can compare the brown, the Rutledge, and the black one, which will probably be my all-time favorite because it looks much more professional. A few different remarks that I'd like to note about this. I'm not sure why or how they did this, but this little lever, which I always use, as this one always stays at the bottom, is way thinner than the bottom one. Why, I don't know. They chose a different leather. Again, another quality control thing that I wish they had taken care of. But so this is with my iPad mini Retina inside the unit. You can see the difference in this year's model compared to the last, in that this last year was straight, and this one has groove cut here and a groove cut over here for the new controls in iOS 7, so you can easily access your I totally forgot the name of this area, but yeah, control the brightness, the volume, Wi-Fi, and things like that. So it's got that built in. The leather, it is brand new right now, so it is sticking out a bit over here at the edge. Not much. It's a much tighter fitting than I remember last year's model. Same design as last year. You've got the little stand right here to keep it up so you can watch videos, but honestly at an almost 90-degree angle it's not very comfortable unless you're, you know, with your head on the desk pretty much. In the ads you see them showing it exactly like this, and in all their videos it actually does stay like that. Finally this year it does stay like that. And the last year's model, this area right here is all just very smooth, very fine leather, and it does stretch. You can see it giving way right there. Whereas they did change the model this year, and this material has a much thicker, the leather has a much thicker material added to the back. Not sure how deep that goes, but it doesn't stretch like last year's model did. So I'm assuming that I'll finally be able to watch videos off my new LC Fuel, which is awesome, by the way. I love it. Very portable, very rugged. 2 terabytes of storage space. Anyways, I'll finally be able to watch videos without this thing sagging, and I can show you an example of how it's sagged before. The iPad would pull it down to something like that, and it would be sticking straight up instead of sitting like this. So it would sag like that instead of sitting like this. It's an interesting new design. Obviously it's not for everybody if they don't like flashy cases. This one also fits very, very tight on the iPad, but it is the new leather, so it'll give way. Every single case has a different design, slightly different. No two are exactly alike because these are apparently handmade, and the design on the back and front are slightly different on every one. Whereas this one, everybody's got the plain black, right? It is a matte black, so it's not shiny. You're not going to see the shine go away because there is none. And this one, again, no two are alike, but scratch marks on either one do change. And this one, as I said, is much more susceptible to showing their stains if you do get it dirty. You'll notice this last year's model, both of them have very thick tabs. I came to get used to them. This new one has thin, flimsy little piece of leather attached to it. I'm not sure how long that will last because I can already see in a corner it is starting to tear. So that isn't exactly a great design change. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just get a warranty replacement once it falls off. Yep, so that has been a quick little look at the new iPad Mini, Twelvesouth BookBook Rutledge iPad Mini case, and also comparing to the older black one and the brown rustic leather look. Now, for those who are curious, alright, how big is this case actually? Well, I have an Apple iPad Mini case, so you can actually see the smart case. This is a leather as well, so you can actually see the size difference between the two, and also thickness too. So there is a significant difference between these two. Personally, I've thrown my iPad around in this case. I accidentally dropped my iPad in this once and was extremely worried that it would crack. Fortunately, it didn't crack. But this one also gets extremely dirty. Again, I've had this for quite a while, since the iPad Mini Retina was released, and it is just filthy. I do regularly clean my stuff, but unfortunately the oils do get stuck inside this case. Not sure if you can see it there, but it's dark black in certain areas. And one thing that bothers me a lot about this case is this never quite sits flush. It always kind of sticks up a bit, and I find that rather irritating, so I don't use this case all that much. These ones are a little bit bulkier and heavier, but I find that they add more protection because your iPad actually kind of sits suspended right in the middle, up and down, and you've also got some room in the back where the leather is overlapping and it's sitting a bit in the air. So, yep, like the case. My only complaint would be their quality appears to have gone down. Maybe I just got a horrible batch at the beginning, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's okay. It's a nice change for now, and I do have a thing for cases on all of my gear. So yeah, thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, and comment if you got any questions. Thanks.